Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my fucking YouTube channel. My name is Napescape. Most of you guys might know me from my music, right? And recently I haven't really been uploading any videos, but what I have been doing is live streaming on my YouTube channel, Napescape Plays, so make sure you check it out, right? And before I start this video, I want to give a special shout out to a very special person, dog. So on my live streaming YouTube channel, I've been making videos, right, doing live streams, and then I kind of wasn't really expecting anything because for the longest time I was stuck at 11 subscribers on my went up. I was stuck at 11 subscribers on my Napescape Plays channel, and then I got a comment from someone. So let me look at this guy's name before I say anything. Shut the fuck up, bitch. All right, so this guy, hold on, let's see, 3 hours ago, he just uploaded. All right, so I want to give a special shout out to this guy. His name is Anti-Ace, AAA-N3W, right? So pretty much, I was kind of like disillusioned with making my videos. I haven't made a video in a while. I just like, talk to me, open this shit. So I haven't made any videos in a while. I was kind of disillusioned, right? I stopped drinking, stopped smoking. I haven't made my podcast, and then I was doing my live streams. I haven't made any music, but I've been trying to again. So I made 2 songs, right? They're both pretty good. Damn, I should have brought my fucking speaker. I made 2 songs. Next video, I made 2 songs. They're pretty good. I really like them. And then I've been doing my live stream channels. So then this guy, Anti-Ace, all right. So shout out again. Very special shout out, right, to Anti-Ace, AAA-N3W. Right, so this guy kind of left a comment on one of my videos, and he said, let me go back, bro. Literally, bro. Fuck, where's that shit at? Oh, I might have deleted the fucking video. Yeah, because I pretty much delete every video that doesn't hit 1,000 views. So then this guy left a comment on my video pretty much saying, yo, let's have a friendly competition, see who gets to 100 subscribers first, right? And at the time that he said that, this guy was at 38 subscribers, and then right now he's at 48. What the fuck? He fucking beat me, dog. Damn. He was at 48. Right now he's at 79. I was at 38, and then right now I'm at 47. So I gained 9. He gained like 30. This guy fucking beat me, bro. I haven't even been like checking up on how many followers he had, but damn, he won. So congratulations. He's not there yet, right? But obviously he's gonna win. So yo, special shout out to fucking Anti-Ace, bro. You fucking motivated me, bro. After you left that comment, I just started making shorts, uploading videos, right? And one of the tricks with YouTube is you can't just upload one video, call it a day. If you do that, you're a fucking bitch, right? It's like working out. So pretty much when you work out, you're not gonna go, okay, let me do some chest today, right? Get the fucking bench press. You do one fucking bench and okay, I'm done. That's all I needed. No, that's what a bitch does, dog. So when you're uploading videos on YouTube, what you gotta do is you can't upload just one video. You gotta upload a bunch different times. You gotta have them professional. All right, you gotta have like the titles, the thumbnails, the fucking whatever the fuck. It's pretty shitty, bro. But yeah, so this guy kind of motivated me into making videos again, and I started making shorts, getting like thousands of views. And I'm just like, damn, bro, like I forgot what it felt like, you know. I haven't been recording the podcast. I stopped doing it, actually. I said I was gonna start 2 new ones, but unfortunately I have no one to record with, right? Wouldn't that be something, having someone to record with, right? So that's the reason I haven't really been starting it up, because I haven't really been talking to anybody. I don't even know anybody who's interesting enough that I would want them to come on here. But I'm going to keep definitely doing it. So I had an idea for a couple videos, right? So I'm going to we'll see which one I go with right now. Hold on, give me 1 second. Hey, but fucking shout out to Anti-Ace, dog. You motivated me into making videos again, bro. This one right here is for fucking you, dog. Thank you, dog. So I had a couple ideas for a couple videos. One that I wanted to do was the Marvel Avengers Doomsday leaks that came out recently, right? So if you're not a fucking bitch, and if you've been watching the news or been online, you kind of heard, right, that the Avengers Doomsday plot leaked And at first, I didn't believe it. I got this like a week ago, and the reason I didn't want to talk about it or do anything, because I'm like, this shit, like, I don't know if it's real. It sounds fucking fake, so I have no idea of being able to tell. And then I saw a video like a week ago. Then a couple of days ago, I saw another video that was a little bit more expanded upon, and this leak was basically saying the same exact shit as the other leaker. So I'm like, okay, now it's a little bit more plausible that multiple people are making videos, and then multiple like sites are confirming that the Avengers like Doomsday plot leaked online, right? But then they're saying they have reshoots in like May or April or some bullshit. So there's a chance that the whole like plot could change and we don't even know about it. So, but for right now, pretty much like the plot leaked, right? And then I was also thinking about doing a video on like the fucking World War III bullshit going on, right? Where we have, you know, United States versus Iran, Iran versus Israel, or I guess Iran versus Israel, United States, and then Afghanistan and Pakistan, right? Russia, Ukraine, fucking China, Taiwan, tensions, whatever the fuck, you know, fucking, and then Iran attacking like what was it? Israel, Dubai, Saudi Arabia, fucking Bahrain, right? Fucking Jordan. What was the other country? I forgot. Well, they just started attacking a bunch of like neighboring countries, Arab countries and shit like that, you know. But I'm like, I'm not a fucking political like, I'm not a political figure. I'm not an expert on, you know, geopolitics and shit like that. Like, if I'm talking, hey guys, this war is bad, guys. We, you know, hey, you know, we should support this person, that person, you know. Like, who the fuck am I, bro? Really, you know. Like, I do like to talk about news and politics and shit, but I feel like I'm not the person that should be speaking on them to a public audience, even though I'm not famous or anything. Because I'm like, bro, who the fuck? Dude, I'm fucking just going to get drunk and high, you know? Why am I talking about that shit? And then I was also thinking, dude, this is the one I want to do, though. I'll probably do this one next. I want to do a video on, like, called, I don't know, maybe HR's biggest nightmare, and just show like videos that you see on fucking Instagram and shit, like the most like fucked up ones. But the only thing is, like, if I do a video like that, I have to put in a lot of like editing into that shit, right? I have to make it like, I would have to do the cutting again and showing like my face and showing the video. And sometimes it's like it's just a lot of work, bro. So let's see how this video does, right? I'm expecting 0 likes, 0 plays, and then if it does more than that by any amount, right, I'll probably do the next video. So yeah, so I have no hopes for this video. Who gives a fuck? But I'm gonna be talking about the Marvel Avengers Doomsday, bro. That's what I settled on. Cause I mean, I have this shit pulled up right here already, and it's gonna be a lot easier to read. And then fucking, you know, cause if I just do this, I could probably upload this by tonight if I don't edit it. Wait, what the fuck's this? Oh damn, I was high, bro. I left a comment. I'm all like thinking it's profound and shit. Yeah, dude. So okay, I'll probably do the Marvel review, right? So like I've been saying. If you're not a complete fucking bitch, right? You know that the Marvel Avengers Doomsday, plot leaked online. So I'm kind of just going to go ahead and read it, right? So before I read the plot, I just want to say Marvel Phase 4, Marvel Phase 5 were fucking ass, bro. The fucking shittiest shit I've ever seen, bro. The worst one out of the entire Phase 4, Phase 5 definitely had to be Ironheart, bro. Everyone in that show is gay. Everyone's black. Everyone's fucking transgender, non-binary. And it's like a show about superheroes. Like, what the fuck? That shit was bullshit. It was ass. It was gay. You know, fuck that show. So then the entire Phase 4, Phase 5, that shit fucking sucked, bro. Starting with Ant-Man, Quantumania. That movie sucked. His daughter was a bitch in that movie, right? And then it teased fucking Kang the Conqueror, right? But then he dies like midway through the movie. Then we had Loki season 2, or Loki, I'm sorry, the TV show, right? Where he go at the end, they reveal Kang the Conqueror. He fucking dies again. After Quantumania, they had the Doctor Strange. That movie was ass. After Doctor Strange, they had Thor. That movie was even worse. It was fucking shitty as fuck. Well, I don't even know what's worse. What do you guys think is worse, Doctor Strange or Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness or Thor Love and Thunder? Which movie's worse? I feel like it's Thor because that shit was fucking ridiculous, bro. Especially with the shit that they based it off, the what's called material that they had to work with based off the comics. Like, That shit was fucking ridiculous, bro. And I think what's her name? Tessa Thompson, Valkyrie. I think she's kind of ugly. I don't think she's very pretty at all. That's just my thing. I think she's ugly. She kind of looks like a bitch too. But yeah. So I can't really decide which movie is worse between Thor: Love and Thunder and then Multiverse of Madness, right? And then after that, 2025, we had the first movie, which was Black in America, right? Brave New Minority. That movie was ass. I really didn't like it. It was pretty stupid. Especially at the whole fucking... hold on. The whole fucking Black in America versus Red Hulk. Get the fuck out of here, bro. This guy with no powers and then no enhanced strength. He's going fucking toe-to-toe with fucking Red Hulk, bro. Get the fuck out of here. That shit was bullshit. And we had fucking... we had Julio Torres, right? So we have Black in America, who's pretty much still Falcon with the shield. Then we have Enrique Torres, who's a new Falcon, but just Mexican instead of black, right? So it's pretty dumb. I feel like fucking Guillermo Torres and fucking what's this fool's name? Sam Wilson. They're the same hero, bro. Just one has a shield, one doesn't. One's black, one's Mexican. So Black in America fucking sucked. It was stupid, right? The TV shows, right? Echo season 2 was fucking bullshit, bro. I couldn't get past the first episode because I feel like the actress that plays Echo is like pretty ugly, you know? She's not very attractive. And I know she has like a disability or she's disabled or whatever the fuck, but it's like, come on, dude. Like, you want me to fucking look at that thing for fucking, 8 hours, bro? What the hell? Fuck you, dude. And then, so that show sucked. And after that was Iron Thief, right? We had Riri Blackerson, the new Iron Man. So instead of Iron Man, right, building his suit in a cave, we have fucking Riri Blackerson stealing parts from a lab and getting fired, and then building her own suit out of stolen parts, right? And instead of getting a job with her insane like her genius intelligence, what does she do? She joins a fucking gang, bro. You know, it's so stupid, bro. It was the fucking stupidest show I've ever seen in my fucking life, bro. And then they turned the Blood siblings? I forgot what the Blood brothers. In in the Marvel comics, we have the Blood brothers, right? Two big like red guys, like mini Hulks or whatever the fuck they were. I don't even know. And in the show, we had the Blood siblings, which was they were just gay, right? Just two transgenders. That was it. What the fuck? It was two transgenders. I don't know if they're boys or girls, but they look like girls, both of them. But they're stronger than all the men. That shit was so stupid. And then instead of having what's that fool's name? Parker? What was his character's name? Right? Instead of being some like ominous figure, we just had some like weird Mexican guy as the villain. It was pretty weird. So yeah, Ironheart fucking sucked. It was one of the worst shows. Okay, hands down. If you disagree with me, you're a fucking bitch. But I think out of all the entire like MCU, everything that Marvel's ever made, Ironheart hands down was the worst show out of every show, movie, comic book that Marvel's ever released. I think Ironheart definitely 100% fucking worst one out of all of them. And then after Ironheart, we had Loki season 2. I didn't even watch that shit, bro. Loki season 1, it started off really good. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Like the twist with freaking the female Loki was actually a variant of him, and all the variants of Thor and Loki that they show in the show, and then what's it called? That place where they prune everything. What is that world called? I forgot what it's called. That shit was sick as fuck, bro. But the way they ended it with Kang the Conqueror, how it's like he's supposed to be the next big bad villain, and then he fucking dies 5 minutes into his introduction, right? Kind of like ruined the that ominous introduction that Marvel was going for, I guess. That shit fucking sucked. Whoa. I didn't even bother watching season 2, right? Because I already knew, like, if season 1 fucking sucked, right? Season 2, what are the chances that it's going to be better? That's actually going to be good, right? So no point in wasting, right, 8 hours of my life watching a show that fucking sucks. So that's why I didn't even watch that shit. After Loki, we had fucking what was that movie? The Thunderbolts, right? And then the Thunderbolts. Okay, out of all the movies of Phase 5 that came out, Phase 4, Phase 5, whatever the fuck. Out of all of them, I think probably the Thunderbolts was the best. Way better than the Thor 4, and then Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, right? Better than Eternals, way better than that. Better than not better than Deadpool Wolverine, but I feel like that doesn't count. I don't know why. It was better than all the movies that came out in 2025 of Marvel. So I felt like the Thunderbolts, right, was the best movie that Marvel released recently. But even then, I'll give it a solid, right, a solid D plus, right. That's how much I enjoyed that movie. And then after the Thunderbolts, they released the Fantastic Four, and then that movie was fucking gay, boring. The whole movie was just flashbacks and talking, and then fucking Pedro Pascal, right? He looked, I don't know, I don't really like that guy. He's pretty weird. Okay, so the whole Phase 4, whole Phase 5 of Marvel, it fucking sucked. There was no coherent story. They didn't really set up anything, right? The only thing they set up in Doctor Strange was the incursions, right? There's multiple universes that are colliding into each other, and then when they collide, one or both of them gets destroyed. So then people are deciding, hey, you know what? Instead of letting my universe get destroyed, right? I'm gonna destroy this universe before mine's destroyed, and it'll at least save my universe. So millions will die, or billions will die, trillions, right? But then trillions will also be saved, right? So it's kind of a tough decision that they're doing in that whole storyline, the Secret Wars, whatever the fuck. But then I feel like after Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, Marvel did literally nothing, bro. Oh, I forgot the Marvels. Marvel did literally nothing at all to like continue that theme, right, of incursions and multiverse, right? Like obviously Loki season 2, he becomes like the god of time, the god of stories, whatever the fuck. But then even then, it's like that's like they did nothing to set up with Loki, right? And then, like I'm saying, I literally forgot about the Marvels, bro. Like, I completely forgot about that movie, right? So, the Marvels also, at the post-credit scene, Monica Rambeau, or one of them, Maria or Monica, I forget which one, the mom, I guess. She ends up going through, like, a wormhole or a portal. I don't even know. I didn't watch the movie. I didn't watch that shit, bro. So, I guess something happens where she ends up in a different universe, right? Maria or Monica, one of them. And then she ends up meeting with Beast from the X-Men, right? Where she's in a different universe where the X-Men have already been established and they exist, right? So it's dumb, bro. It's like so stupid. I literally like completely forgot about that, bro, till now. So I guess Multiverse of Madness and then Loki season 2 and the Marvels are the only 3 movies out of all of them that set up, I guess Deadpool Wolverine, but that doesn't count. Like I'm saying, it does not count, bro. So those 3 movies are the only ones that actually set up like this multiverse, incursion, Secret Wars. Other than that, every single other movie does not mention the multiverse, does not mention incursions, doesn't really talk about anything, right? Even in Deadpool Wolverine, like I'm saying, it doesn't fucking count. It does not count, bro. It does not count. But Deadpool Wolverine, they had Deadpools and from other universes, right? And they had like that prune world. I forget what it's called. But even then, it's like that does not set up towards Secret Wars or whatever. Only the part when Thor is holding Deadpool, right? But it's like, come on, that's gonna be a joke, bro. It's gonna be a scene where it's like, oh, haha, that's so funny, right? Because Deadpool's immortal, or whatever the fuck. It's not gonna be like, oh my god, this is a critical part of the story. Everybody pay attention, right? Okay, so that shit, the whole Phase 4, whole Phase 5 of Marvel fucking sucked, bro. That shit sucked ass. And then the other day, the leaks came out for Avengers Doomsday, right? So that's why I wanted to give that little like monologue before I started reading, because once I start reading, it's gonna kind of make sense. So I'm pretty much gonna read both of them, right? Because there was 2 leaks that came out, and literally like word for word, almost the same thing. So you kind of see what I mean. All right, so it goes like this. It goes the full plot description of Avengers Doomsday. So Avengers Doomsday opens in New York City on Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man's Earth. He's fighting Deadpool and Wolverine, who were sent there with a planet-killing bomb built by Beast to destroy Tobey's world in order to save their own universe from an incursion. Tobey battles Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, who manages to plant the device. Wolverine stays behind when it detonates, and both he and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, along with everyone on that Earth, are killed. So everyone in the universe and that Earth, they get killed. So Hugh Jackman, Wolverine, from Deadpool and Wolverine, dies. Tobey Maguire dies in the opening scene of the movie, right, of Avengers Doomsday. So Tobey Maguire dies, and his whole Earth and whole universe get erased, right? Deadpool escapes and returns to his own Earth, when which we see. Oh my god, I got confused. Deadpool escapes and returns to his own Earth, which we see in the distance. Which we see in the distance. Charles Xavier watches the destroyed world below with sadness, but they had no choice. When we cut to Tony's funeral, Steve speaks with some of the heroes, including Ant-Man, before returning to Stones. He goes back in time and chooses to stay with Peggy. They have a son, Jim. One day, Loki visits them. This is before the Loki season 2 finale. Okay, I'll probably stop there. Right? Okay, so then it goes from Tobey Maguire and Hugh Jackman both getting killed and Deadpool escapes to randomly as fuck we end up at Tony Stark's funeral with Chris Evans. Like, what the fuck? Like, bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, the whole Phase 4, Phase 5 had fucking nothing to do with this shit. And now they're just bringing back people that were, like, not even in the fucking MCU anymore. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck? What's going on here, right? Okay, let me keep reading. One day, Loki visits them. This is before the Loki Season 2 finale. He tells Steve about the TVA and warns him that they will soon prune this timeline because Steve was never meant to live there or have a son. Loki offers them a way out. He can take them to a universe where they don't exist and can live in peace. The Fantastic Four's universe. Before leaving, Loki gives Steve a special card to contact him. Right, so then it pretty much like I'm saying, the only ones that set up the Incursion Secret War shit was Loki Season 2, Multiverse of Madness, and the Marvels. But who watched the fucking Marvels, bro? No one watched that shit. Multiverse of Madness fucking sucked. And then Loki Season 2, I didn't watch it at all, bro. I don't know who did. I didn't hear anybody watched it. So it's like randomly as fuck Loki comes and he's dealing with these old characters, which are not even the characters that were set up, right? It's like, why set up all those characters? We should just continue with Iron Man, Captain America, right? Deadpool, Wolverine. You know, that's what I'm like. I'm so confused about this shit. Okay, so the Fantastic. And also the Fantastic Four, the universe that they're in, has no Avengers and no heroes besides them, right? So they're the only heroes on Earth. You know, that's why I'm like, what the hell? And then the end credit scene for Fantastic Four set up. Oh, they just set up Doctor Doom, right? They didn't even set up Secret Wars. That's why I'm like, where the hell is all this shit coming from? I have no idea. All right. The Fantastic Four's universe. Before leaving, Loki gives Steve a special card to contact him. Steve and his family lived there for 10 years. We then see Doctor Doom visiting Sue and Franklin. They clearly know each other. Doom says he has come to speak with Reed. He warns him about the incursions and reveals their universe is next. He proposes a plan. They must travel with him to Earth 616. Doom also asks Reed whether it's possible someone from another universe is living in theirs. They scan the planet and discover an anomaly. Steve and his family. Right? So then, like I'm saying, the end credit scene of Fantastic Four set up Doom and talking to Franklin. So I guess this is where it's picking up off. They confront Steve, who recognizes them after living there for a decade. They explain the incursions and ask him to come to 616 to help convince the Avengers to trust Doom's plan. They travel there, and Steve successfully persuades the heroes to listen. Okay, wait. Because at the end of Avengers Endgame, when Sam looks to the left or whatever the fuck where he keeps walking, Steve is an old man, and he gives him the shield, right? So how the fuck is it happening that... So is this a different universe from 616? Because in 616, we saw at the end of Endgame, Steve was an old man because he lived there his whole life with Peggy, right? But now they're saying that he actually went with Loki to a different universe and then came back and then somehow still ended up as an old man at the end of the movie. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, this movie is converging from the already written like timeline, or like what the fuck, like. Are they going back in the past? Because, like, it was already established at the movie that he was an old man, right? But then now he's coming back as a young guy. And then before the end of the movie, they're going on a different, like, trip and shit or whatever the hell. He's like, that doesn't make any sense to me. What the hell? So, June's plan. They travel there, and Steve successfully persuades the heroes to listen. Next, they visit the X-Men's universe, but the X-Men are hostile. They've survived multiple incursions and trust no one. They assume the MCU heroes and the Fantastic Four have come to destroy them and attack. Reed and Doom explain their solution: to build massive cannons on each Earth that will permanently separate the universes and stop the incursion. They will split into teams and each one will go into another Earth to place a cannon there. So now we're just copying fucking Crisis on Infinite Earths, right, from DC. Right, what was their plan? Every universe on their Earth, they were going to build like some sort of device that shakes their planet in order to escape the anti-monitors, like antimatter wave, right? And then now in Secret Wars, every Earth from every universe, they're going to build a cannon to keep their universes separate to stop the incursions. It's like, bro, they're just telling the fucking same story, bro. Like, oh my god, bro, this is so like so stupid, bro. Oh my god. Meanwhile, Steve tells Thor that he met a Loki who is still alive. Thor asks Steve to take him to him using Loki's card. They locate the TVA, but when they arrive, everyone is dead and Loki had his heart ripped out. They realize Doom is responsible, right? So like I'm saying, at the end of Loki season 2, that's why oh my god, I keep fucking interrupting, but it's like, cause it's like I just feel like this whole thing is like inconsistent as hell, right? It's like pretty dumb. At the end of Loki season 2, he became the god of stories, right? Where he's like this all-powerful being holding the multiverse together, but then he's still killed by Doctor Doom. You know, it's like, oh my god, bro. He doesn't have the power to rewind time or some shit. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Steve goes back to confront Doom, who reveals his true plan: to allow the incursions to keep happening so he can rebuild the multiverse in his own image and resurrect his dead family. He takes Steve to his castle in Latveria on Earth. Steve meets Doom's followers, masked witches. One of them impersonates Peggy to manipulate him. Doom reveals that Steve's presence in the universe is what triggered the incursion because he didn't belong there. It also led to the death of Doom's family. Doom became obsessed with stopping the incursion, conducting dangerous experiments, one of which failed, killing his family and leaving him disfigured, forcing him to wear the armor and mask. But then how is that Steve's fault, bro? Because this who did the experiment and killed his own family, right? He's basically Powerplex, right? Like Powerplex killed his own family and blamed Invincible because he was there. And then fucking same thing with this who, bro. Dr. Doom is fucking explaining to Steve that, oh yeah, I killed my family, it's your fault, bro. My experiment killed them and it's your fault. Like, what the fuck? And then I was watching a video. Damn, I should look up the guy who was talking about it. It's going to be in my history, obviously. So I got to look. Oh, what the fuck am I doing? I'm on the wrong channel right now. Okay, my history. Where is it at? Fuck, it was a couple days ago when I watched this. Was it War Stew? No, I think it was after War Stew. Hey, shout out to War Stew as well, bro. That fool had a sick ass video. Shout out War Stew, bro. I enjoyed your video on the Avengers Doomsday plot leak. But there was another video that I watched where this guy made a good point. I forgot. I want to shout him out. Oh, okay. It's called Mr. H Reviews. So it's called Avengers Doomsday Full Plot Leak Breakdown. Was it him? Or it might be another one. So yeah, it's probably Mr. H Reviews. So shout out Mr. H Reviews. I watched your video. I liked it. It was pretty good. But pretty much, one point that he made, where he was kind of like talking about this shit. Damn, I fucking forgot. I'm fucking high, bro. What the fuck? Oh, okay. He was basically saying like all of this to him kind of seems like nostalgia berries, right? Where they're not really focusing on a plot, but they're focusing more like, oh yeah, remember these guys? Like, remember these guys, right? That was one thing that he was saying. There's something else he said I forgot though. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty dumb. I don't know how I feel about this so far. Right. All right. Okay. Forcing him to wear the armor and mask. As revenge, Doom kills Steve's son in front of him, right? So all of a sudden his son's there. What the fuck? Oh, I remember now. Okay, one thing he was saying, I think it was Mr. H Reviews, right? That's why I wanted to shout him out. So shout out Mr. H Reviews, right? I got it right this time. So what he was saying in his video is that basically, before I forget, let me read it one more time. Dude, I'm fucking high, bro. Oh my god, what was he saying? Oh, okay. He was basically saying every villain that Marvel keeps doing this thing where instead of making a villain, they have to make the villain likable and have a cool backstory, right? So shout out Jesus Christ, bro. Dude, this is the third fucking time. Shout out Mr. H Reviews, right? So he was basically saying that Marvel can't let a villain be a villain just to be a villain, right? They have to always, oh yeah, the villain's bad, but actually, if you see it from his perspective, he's actually the good guy. We should feel bad for him, you know? Oh, who's right, who's wrong? We don't know. Like, and that's just getting kind of played out, to be honest, right? They did the same thing with Thanos. In the comics, Thanos was crazy. He just wanted to impress his girl and fucking killed everybody, right? In the MCU, oh my universe, how do I save it? How do I save? You know, that shit was bullshit. And then this one, Doctor Doom. I don't even know the original story of Doctor Doom, right? I forgot what was it. What why the fuck did he get disfigured? Cause I know he's like a technomancer. He also knows like magic and bullshit, some bullshit, right? I don't even know his backstory, bro. To be honest, bro. But now he's like, oh yeah, you know, my family's dead. It's your fault. I want to bring them back, bro. So shout out Mr. H Reviews, bro. That was a good point. You know. So as revenge, Doom kills Steve's son in front of him. Doom announces that the Avengers are coming and Latveria prepares for war. The Fantastic Four, the Avengers, and the X-Men unite and march on Latveria. Thor prays to Odin, who sends an army from Valhalla to join the battle. A massive war erupts as the Earths begin to collide. Eventually, the universes crash into each other and are destroyed, killing everyone except Doom. It is revealed that he stole Loki's powers. Using them, he creates Battleworld, resurrects everyone, and erases their memories. They believe Battleworld is all that has ever existed. We see them living new lives in this false reality. Doom sits on his throne as the Emperor of Battleworld. The end. That was bad. Doom sits on his throne as the Emperor of Battleworld. The end, right? So that's what I don't like about that's. I'm like, dude, like, what the fuck? Like, I'm saying, I'm so lost, bro. When is this? What the fuck? What time? What point in time is this movie taking place? Right? Did they go back in time or some shit? That's where I'm like, what the fuck? And then his son dies. How old is his son, bro? An adult, a baby, right? So, like I'm saying, people were saying that Marvel has reshoots for Avengers Doomsday in April or May, right? So there's a chance that the story could change, more could be added in. But there was an episode of my podcast I literally do not remember, bro. I cannot for the fucking life of me remember, where me and Brian were talking. We were reading spoilers for Avengers. What was it? It was Captain America, where like a couple days before we started recording, someone leaked like the entire of Captain America plot onto like online, and this was months before the movie even came out, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And then me and Brian were both reading the script or the plot, and we're both saying like, what the fuck, like it sounds like, I was saying it sounds kind of bad. Brian was like, oh, it's whatever, you know. But then I remember even saying like there's a chance that this movie, the plot could be wrong, or the leak could be wrong. It could be something else, right? And when the movie came out, it was exactly the same thing as like what we had read in that podcast episode. And the movie came out like later, after we had recorded that shit, right? So like I'm saying, the plot leak could be fake. Who knows, bro? But dude, that shit happened last time, and then I got it right, or we got it right, or whatever the fuck, whoever, right? You know, someone got it right, bro. That was the fucking plot right there, dude. So there's a huge chance that Avengers Doomsday, like the movie comes out, it's actually what I'm fucking reading right now, bro. So I gotta title this shit Avengers Doomsday plot leak, then go back in time, like, oh, I was fucking right, dude. But I mean, everyone's been posting about it. That shit's everywhere. So everybody knows the movie already. Everybody knows, you know. Dude. right? Excuse me, dog. I literally like before I started recording, I literally like took down notes, about all the shit that I wanted to say about like the plot leaks and the reveal and shit, and then like the state of Marvel. Like, bro, like, dude, fuck. Hold on, put this down. Like, dude, you can literally see like all the notes that I wrote, dude. Like, look at all the notes that I took, bro. I took so many notes for this shit, right? Like, dude, look at all, I did a lot of studying up before I made this video, right? As you can clearly see. But yeah, dude. So that's pretty much what I was gonna say, dude. So, do I feel like this movie is gonna be good? No, I feel like it's gonna be shitty, right? Because Marvel spent all this time introducing all these fucking characters, all these diversity characters, right? Shang-Chi, Monica Rambeau, Maria Rambeau, She-Hulk, Echo, Ironheart, Riri Williams, right? What's that fucking AI? Natalie, right? All these people of color, females, gays, lesbians, all these superheroes, right? And then nowhere in the plot do they come up, bro. Literally none of them. You don't see Riri Williams' name in one of these freaking, in any of those scenes, right? You don't see She-Hulk in anywhere throughout the plot leak. You don't see Shang-Chi anywhere through the plot leak, right? You don't see fucking Echo. Echo's nowhere in that plot leak. So Marvel spent all that time, bro, introducing all these diversity characters, right? All these fucking minority characters. And then they released this huge ass Avengers movie, and none of them are fucking in it, bro. I mean, they'll probably be in it in some scenes or some shit, but like, bro, that's why I'm like, what the hell is like Marvel even doing, bro? They spent all that time, all these movies, all these shows, introducing all these people, just for none of them to be in the next Avengers movie, right? Right, and then they had like that Avengers leak, right? The new Avengers team. It was like Thor in that gay ass Power Ranger suit, Black in America. Shang-Chi, right? What's her name? Captain Marvel, right? She was supposed to be like the new leader. Spider-Man. Dude, I'm already blanking out, right? Oh, She-Hulk as well, right? She-Hulk is on the team. So I'm pretty sure when they say like the Avengers versus the X-Men, that's who they're talking about, right? That those people are going to be in the Avengers team. Because I don't think they're going to bring back the Avengers team from, what's it called? Age of Ultron or Infinity War, Endgame, right? It's not going to be those same Avengers are going to be the new ones. But at the same time, though, it's like when you read the plot leak, what does it say? Right? Doctor Doom, Fantastic Four, right? Okay, maybe a Fantastic Four. There you go. I guess they're a part of the movie. Oh, I was wrong. Whatever. So Fantastic Four, right? Deadpool, Wolverine, right? Tobey Maguire. All these people are like old characters. The main, protagonists of this new Avengers movie are going to be all the characters that are from like older movies, right? 10 plus years ago. And then all the characters that were introduced last year and then the year before, right? You don't really like hear about them too much. So I just think it's bullshit, bro. Like, remember Secret Invasion, right? That show? I forgot about that one, bro. That shit fucking sucked too. That shit was ass. And then it turns out Rhodey was a Skrull the whole time, right? So he wasn't there for Endgame, Infinity War, Civil War. He wasn't there for any of that shit. Right, so like Marvel literally, like last 2 years, they didn't spend any time building up towards Doomsday or Secret War, Secret Invasion, whatever the fuck. And like randomly as fuck, they're just throwing it out. Oh yeah, here's a multiversal story, guys. No build up, no nothing. Here you go. Like there you go. So yeah, dude, I don't have any high hopes for this movie. I think it's gonna suck. I don't know. I have no hope. No hope. Yeah, dude, I don't know. And then DC, right, is in an even worse state with they started a whole new universe, right, just for that shit to get erased. And now they're doing a James Gunn universe. So pretty much everything that happened in that old universe is technically now part of this new universe, right? And then, it's not about Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. Now it's about, Peacemaker, Superman, and the fucking what was that shit? Damn, I'm already forgetting the show's name. I forgot. The one with all the monsters and shit, all the weird people. I forgot. I don't know. So yeah, it's pretty. I don't know. I feel like comic book movies and all that shit, they're like in a really bad place. And I feel like, I don't know. I don't think there's any way to bring it back. Because I feel like every move they're making now is not, comic book fan move. It's like it's corporate moves and money moves, right? Like, hey, what's the biggest name out there? All right, fuck it, they get a movie, right? All right, who's the most popular comic? Oh, okay, fuck it, they get a TV show, right? Oh, who's the most popular actor right now? Oh, Timothy Chalamet. All right, fuck it, he's Batman. Okay, who's popular too? Fucking Zendaya. Oh, okay, she's Wonder Woman now. She's a new Wonder Woman. Fuck it, like they're like, okay, who's the most popular character? Who's the most popular actor? They look nothing like it. All right, fuck it. Guess what? All right, this actor's Hispanic. Well, now this whole hero's backstory is about fucking Mexican pride and fucking Mexico and all this shit, right? Like what they did with fucking Blue Beetle, right? With fucking Jaime Reyes and shit. So yeah, dude, no hope for the future. All these next Marvel movies are gonna fucking suck, right? All these DC movies and shows that they're releasing are gonna suck. Pretty crazy. I was planning to make a video on Superman and why it fucking sucks. This new Superman with James Gunn, right? I didn't end up making it because I just didn't want to. I got bored. I'm like, bro, every time I make a video that's like negative, I get fucking shitted on, bro. Like, no one really watches that shit. I feel like the algorithm, YouTube's algorithm specifically, doesn't push your like negative videos. It only wants to push your oh my god, Marvel's amazing. Oh my god, Doomsday plot leak. It's so insane, shit like that. Like Tobey Maguire rumored to come back. Like amazing Marvel news and shit like that, right? They want you to be a hype man. They want you to get on your knees, right? They want you to shill. That's the only way they can really push your content. I feel like when you like talk shit about and you criticize like the stuff they're putting out, I don't know if they pay or something. I don't know what the fuck happens, but it's like every time I release a Marvel video and I show like the clips of the movies and shit, I always get copyrighted like immediately right away, bro. Like I'll post a video at 8:58. I had 3 copyright strikes on my video, bro, and it's blocked. No one can see it. You gotta appeal and fight that shit, dude. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. That's pretty much all I wanted to say, right? So make sure you check out my fucking YouTube channel, right? I have multiple. My Namescape Talk ones where I have that podcast shit, movie reviews, and then also I guess videos like this where I'm just talking into a mic, I guess. And then my other channel, Namescape Plays, where I do live streams, right? I play different games. And then check out my music, right? Namescape. I was almost at 2,000 monthly listeners. Right now I'm like at 1,700. So please help me out. I get paid per play. So every time you listen, I get paid. So make sure you listen. Make sure you fall asleep. You put that shit on repeat, right? Fucking 8 hours, right? Please help me out. I need money. No, I'm just kidding. I don't need money, but it would be nice, to be able to make some extra money off of my music, right? So it'd be pretty cool. Make sure you check it out. And that's all I'm going to say. So peace out. If you made it this far, you're a fucking bitch.